Vietnam. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok. Welcome to live trading with me, Peter Crow. Trading gold, NAS100 and Euro USD. Welcome to the stream. Okay, guys. So, Monday, Tuesday I wasn't here. Friday it was NFP. I had a day off as well. I needed a little break, which is nice. Sometimes reset your mind. But we're back. All next week we will be on Monday to Friday from 8 AM for London session. Okay. Just before we go into it, our stats so far on stream: 64 wins, 10 break evens, and 19 for the regiment losses. Okay. And our stream record so far, every trade what's taken on stream goes onto our logbook. Nothing comes on here without being taken on stream. And as you can see, every trade has its own YouTube link. So if you want access to them, give me a shout. Happy to send them over. So far on stream, this is based off a 50k prop firm account. So if you've got a prop firm, this is staying within the rules. And this prop firm, some of the prop firm, well, one of them I've got quite strict with the rules. Okay, so we're up 1%. September, October over 3%. November 0.5%. December just shy of 4%. January over 4%, which is fantastic. 4.5% to be precise. And then February, we're on the 11th, so halfway through the month. February, it's been a bit of a tough month. We've took a few losses in Feb. 1, 2, 3. 3 losses we've took in Feb. And this is it, but we're still around the break-even mark. So yeah, let's see what we can grab today. We're going to do a full top-down analysis on all 3 of our pairs because I haven't even looked at the charts. Okay, and yeah, grab yourself a brew. I'll be here till about, well, sometimes I could go till 1, 2 o'clock depending on how we're getting on, but I'm normally on for 8 and done by 11 at the most. If you're watching on TikTok, got me brew. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm giving away a instant funded account at 100 subscribers, a decent size one as well. So I believe I'm on 45. All the social medias absolutely brand new. I used to trade for a company. I was an educator for a company and then branded myself and went off on my own. So all the social medias are sort of brand new, okay, hence the low followers. And I will not buy followers. I don't do buying followers. I think that's the gayest thing you can ever do. Okay, so we won't do that. So let's do a top down on gold. Let's see what's going on. We have got some structure, I believe. Oh no, that was EU. Right, okay, where's my tunes? Let me get the tunes on. Oh, for these tunes, guys. If you know a way to get better tunes on without getting copyright strikes, please let me know. Come on, then. Spotify's not playing yet. Okay, we'll leave that for a second. Right, okay. Gold. There we go. We're on. Yeah, music's on. Okay, let me know if my voice is quiet as well, because I've been playing about with the settings and some of the videos are dead quiet. Okay, guys, so monthly XAUUSD, that's what we're looking at. Gold, basically. Gold against the US dollar. Monthly, very, very bullish. Right at bottom, where can we flip to the upside? So the monthly doesn't really give us much. Okay, this monthly can do anything. There's still 17 days left of this monthly. Then you've got a weekly close. Now, you closed heavily bullish on the weekly, but you didn't break out. Okay, but it doesn't mean that this one's not going to break out. So this one can easily break out, and we are bullish. What I have noticed is we haven't got much of a bottom wick, but I'm not sure we need one because this was a huge liquidity grab, so we can easily just carry on. We're on Wednesday. We've still got 3 days left of the weekly, but As far as the weekly goes, we haven't got much data really. We created a minor support here, and now we create a minor support here, but this can still do anything. Yeah. Then we come down to the daily. So what have we got on the dailies? So we've had a few gaps. Like, these gaps are awful. You could argue and say that. I would probably say that's our zone there. So we have created some sort of structure here as we rejected from this level. Then we printed bullish, and then we broke out. Then we printed bearish, retesting this zone, but not closing below. So technically what we're seeing on the daily is an S play. Okay, and this is exactly what an S play is. However, what I would have wanted to see is a steeper bottom wick on this daily. If this daily had a steeper bottom wick like that, I'd probably be looking at getting in now for the daily to keep pushing. Okay, because the range you're in on the daily now, you're technically in between this and these levels. So therefore, you should be coming up. Okay, that would make sense with the weekly, because the weekly is bullish, but we haven't had much of a bottom wick. So this could catch a few people out today, really. This daily could easily flip and create your bottom wick, but people might think this is the move to go and get in, and then all of a sudden the daily needs a steep bottom wick, and then it flips back to the upside to drive. So I'll just be very careful at the moment. It's definitely in sort of some trap areas. So yeah, we'd have to look on a lower time frame to see what's going on. So if we go down to the 4 hour, let's have a look at this. So yeah, we've got a level here now. That's probably the daily resistance level. Then the next level is probably say that's probably the best fitting one. It's probably the best fitting one. So that's the sort of range we're in. But if we look left, price always comes to these levels before rejection, which we tapped these levels, but the body of the candles didn't come up. So do we need the body of the candles to come up? So what I can probably see is maybe something like that. What I can probably see happening is the 4 hour maybe closing out like so, and then getting a bearish close, whether you close respecting, or if we get a fake out, we're straight back down. If we close respecting, we could be straight back up. So yeah, until this 4 closes, we basically closed doji on the previous candle, but we were bullish. We haven't had much of a bottom wick. We did break a low, so has this give us the liquidity now to push past these levels? Potentially, yeah. But we don't reject. We've never rejected without tapping this level, but is this the tap? So if this is the tap here, and then we come down to this level, we've tapped this level, then we come back up, we didn't tap this level, then we pull back. But was this that? And then we pull back to this, we didn't, we came back down. So do we now need to come through to this? Potentially. The only thing what's put me off is the daily not having much of a bottom wick. But yes, we could be coming up to these levels today. This would be a bit of a stronger support level for me. Let's go down the time frame, see what's happening. So the 3 has closed bullish, the previous 3. Did it close respecting? Until this 3, you could argue and say, well, this 3's broke out now. I'm just not sure I would. I would say that 3's closed respecting. But when you close respecting on the 3, if we look left, so we close respecting here, then we've closed bearish, we still tap this level. We haven't tapped this level yet. 3 came straight through, 3 closed respecting here. He actually wicked up to this level, so up here on the new 3. And then he came straight through on these levels, so it's difficult, guys. We haven't got much data, because what we're looking for the same pattern over and over again a few times, so then we can get the probability high. So it's all on this 3 really, I would say. If this 3 prints bearish, we could be coming down for steeper bottom wick. But this 3 could flip to the upside at any point. There's still an hour and a half left of it. So if it's going to flip, what would it look like on the 2s? So if we look at the 2 level, so I'd probably say we've got a bit of a zone here. Which we haven't broke out of yet. Even though the 2 printed bullish, we haven't broke out. Can this 2 flip? Or are you going to print bearish on the 2? We've never really rejected here on the 2. This is what's difficult. We've never ever rejected on the 2s here, really, apart from this level. But you only came back down to this. And this was coming from here. And this is just a pullback. So I don't know if we can take that into consideration. Again, this was just a pullback. Difficult, guys. It's all brand new data here. So that's the 2. The 2's got 2 hours left of it. So if the 4's going to drive, it's probably going to do it on the 2. The 1's closed. It's the 1 closed back into the area. So for me, that's a 1 zone there. Okay, that's a 1 zone. Close respecting. If I can get a bullish 1 close here, I take the buy up. I'm not sure I can take the sell until the 2 closes, and then that would be a fake out back to the downside. So I think I would have to wait for at least a bullish close on the 1. If I get a bullish close on the 1. I've got a bottom wick. I would take the buys up. Ideally, a 1 close above that. If I can get a 1 close above that, this would then become a fake out to the downside. I can't take the sells until the 2 closes bearish. But if we take the 1, if the 1 prints bullish, probably going to have to keep driving on the 4. That would be the last one of the 4. And I can see the 4 coming up to this level, basically. That's what I can see happening. They all come through, all of them. We've never really rejected from here. I mean, these ones already tapped it. Then why did we come back up? Why are we coming back up here? If we wanted to carry on to the downside, we would have carried on with these. Broke all the lows. Why are we coming back up here? So yeah, I think that's what I'll be after. So we'll come back in 46 minutes. I don't think I can really get in on anything at the moment. 15 closed bearish. That was the 1's. You could argue that the 1's closed back into the range and we've got a fake out, but it doesn't quite line up with these levels. Range looks like it's broke out, but it's a 30 like that. See, I think that's more than 30 range for me. The 30 hasn't broke out yet, so I can really see this being a fake out to the downside. So if this 30 closes respecting, or we get a 30 like this, down, and then the new 30 closes back in, then yeah, I think I'll be looking at the buys. 15 did close bullish. No bottom wick on the 15. Where could this 30 pull back to? Or could we potentially get? I don't think I will because the 2. Look at the 2. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for either the 1 closes doji or bullish. Okay. Or if the 2 closes bearish like this and I get a top wick, I'll be looking at sellers down. That would be the daily probably coming for the steeper bottom wick. That would be the 4 flipping to the downside. The 4 would have closed bearish then, still respecting this level. And that would be the daily flipping for a steeper bottom wick. Just thinking, is this going to drive down because of the daily needs a steeper bottom wick? Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait on gold. But yeah, we're looking. We probably grab something today. We're looking to grab something today. Okay, so let's have a look at NAS. Got a rough idea on gold now. Let's go into NAS, see what's going on. So again, monthly, we printed bullish on the monthly, okay, and then we've created a bottom wick and we've broke lows. So this monthly could easily flip to the upside and drive up. Now that we've got liquidity, okay. So if it is going to do that, what would it look like on the lower time frame? Well, we've been stuck in this weekly range for weeks and weeks, and we've been watching this. We've had some beautiful trades on NAS as well lately. And then the weeklies broke out, but you do have another resistance level here, so this could just be a test of that zone. What I would like to see now is if this weekly can close back into this area, I'd be very interested in buys up again, because you would have had the liquidity grab now to break the highs to come out. So that's what I'd be interested in on NAS100. If the weekly closes back in, I'm not going to come up with 25844 levels. Okay. So yeah, and we could actually grab some nice money pushing up there because it's a lovely range. But all depends on where this weekly closes. So if we look at the daily and see if we can preempt that move. So if we see, this is my zone here, which we've closed Nestle. So Nestle, we broke out, then we closed back in, then we printed bearish, but we closed respecting this level still. So what that means is technically what should happen with this daily now, this daily can come, gives a bottom wick, can break a low, how steep, can go anywhere, and then we should expect to flip something like that. So yeah, we could get that today, but we wouldn't have had that weekly close and the weeklies broke out. So we do have to be careful that the weekly can flip to the downside at any point. So do we wait for the bullish daily, but knowing that the daily could just do that straight up and then we miss the move to get in? Or do we look at lower time frames? Or do we take the sells down? Thinking the weekly is going to flip, because technically we have broke out on the weekly. But why? If you think about it, right? We were down here. If we wanted to carry on, we probably would have carried on. Why have we pulled back? Yes, it could be a break retest. But if it's a retest, you wouldn't close back above this level. So we'll probably say we're coming back up. And when we come back up this time, we're probably looking at all-time highs again. So if we catch this right, we definitely could be in the moolah. In the moolah. But how steep is the daily's bottom wick going to be? That's the question today. If we can work out how steep the bottom wick's going to be, we can maybe take some like wing back buys, something like that, to get back up there. So what if we done something like this for potential wing back buy? Would we see them levels getting tapped? We've already been down there on the weekly. I think we can actually tap this and then reject. Got an area here. This is quite a where you can reject from. Let's go down the time frames. So the daily hasn't broke out yet technically, it's closed nest play. Then we had some bullish forward closes. We haven't broke out into this lower range yet. Look at this 4, see how you just tap and reject. Tap, back. Like this little flower zone. You just don't know whether you're going to tap there, 2.5. Between here and here. Is that one done? So if we're coming down, do we need to break the low again? Out yet. There's no bottom wick on that 3. The 3 zone is here. That's the 3 zone. We haven't broke out. But the 3 can break out and then fake out straight back up. Just don't like how it's already wicked down there. So it's already wicked down here once. So you would think if you're coming past you need to break this low. Probably go off this one. Hitting at the moment. So the daily printed bearish. But it's still respecting that level for me. And when we come from these levels, so if we look at all the times where we came from these levels, here, could we be on this? Back down. I think we could be looking at sells. If we look at what price has done in the past, so it came from this level, price came down to here. Right. Then we printed bullish and we actually tapped this level. So it came down to this level. This is the first bullish candle, so we've got to take this one, right? Then we pull back to this and then we come back down for a steeper bottom wick and then to come up. So do we need to come down again? But the issue we've got, the difference is this one broke back into the range and this one didn't, and we've closed respecting still. So this is a bit tricky. I think if... Guys, I'll be back in a minute. Back. Yeah, I can hear the door. Yeah, I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm back. Here we go. Let this heat back on. Okay, so where were we? So basically, what we're getting to on how is this daily going to close, and I think this daily is going to be key to where NAS is going to be heading. So if NAS needs to come back down and make another low, God, it's freezing. If NAS needs to come back down and make another low, then the daily will close below this level. Okay. If NAS is going to come up all-time highs again, you're going to close doji or bullish today, tonight, 10 o'clock. Okay, so it's, do we wait or do we try, because the daily can drive down, but also it can drive up if it wanted to. So it doesn't mean we can't catch something today. It just means we need to work out in the lower time frames which way it's heading. Okay, and if we can jump on as it's moving, obviously that's how we can grab something. So what do we need to see on the 4 hours? So the 4 hours. So it looks like we probably need a pullback, which we've already had that pullback. So we'll create some structure here. Let's get into these wing backs. Let's get our zone sorted. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning.
How the devil, young man? How long have you been on?
2 seconds.
I just started to go to the
I
door.
am a bit late this morning.
Oh, how are you doing, miss? So you haven't been on, mate.
That's alright, man.
I feel good though. I feel fresh. And sometimes you need to do this. Sometimes you need to just take a step back. The market's not going anywhere. Have a few days off and just reset. So yeah, I feel good for it. So how are you getting on with your account?
I haven't done anything.
Oh, right.
Also
That's good.
taken a step back. So
We'll have to catch a blinder today then, won't we?
we will. Yes.
We will indeed. So I'm just working out on NAS whether we need, because so basically what's happened on NAS, right? The dailies broke out of this level. Okay.
Yeah.
So the range is technically between here and here, right? So that's what we've done. Then we printed bullish, and then we printed bullish again, right? So what range are we in now? Well, the range we're in now, really, even though we printed bearish, we're still in between this and this, because we have got a prominent zone here. We've got rejection here. But even if you lowered it, so you could argue and say, well, my level is here, or my level's off this one. Either way, no matter what level, there's no levels above, but either way, you've closed back into that range, and then you printed bearish, and this is the first level you would have, and you closed respecting. So the daily for me, we basically closed nest play, okay? We basically closed nest play. So with an S play, that means technically what should happen next is we should either print doji here, or this daily can easily drive up to fill the rest of the range. So we've got two options. One, we could wait for price action and looking at breaks above levels here on lower time frames. Or two, we could look at getting in and saying, okay, well, nest play, yes, you can break the low, but the majority of the time what tends to happen, you don't break the low and then you flip to the upside. So could we just get in and have our stops below, basically? So it's a tricky one here, because this is where we're trying to work out whether daily needs a steeper bottom wick, or whether this is now the bottom wick and we're flipping, we're going to start driving up. This is where we're at. And then the 4 hours are not the clearest, because this is sort of fairly new, this, where we've came from these levels. So the last, I'm trying to get it on the same screen, but I don't know if that's blurry for you. The last time we came from these levels was maybe here. Then it comes up, we close respecting these levels, and then we drop. So are we going to do this drop, but we didn't close below? But if we do close below, we're technically back into that zone. Then could we get the drop potentially if we need to break this low again? Or is this just a break, retest of this zone to then carry on? So it's a bit of a tricky one. Either way though, you could catch some really nice flyers if we catch it right. But it's what is price going to do. So if I mark up the 4 hour, so let's just look left. So for me, I would probably say that's the 4 hour there. Yeah, it's probably a better fit. The 4 hasn't broke below yet. So if the 4 breaks below here and I get a steep top wick, I'd be interested in sellers down. But this would only be the first fake out to the downside, so we'd have to be careful, right? That's why I'd need a steep top wick. But if the 4 closes respecting, you'd ideally then want another bullish close, which is like a doji style to confirm, and then bottom wick to come up. That's what I would like. So that's what we've got in the 4. So the 4s, again, we're going to have to wait an hour and a half for the 4. Because this 4, I mean, what can it do at the moment? Well, it's already done its move, so it's took the advantage point away for us. The 3's got no bottom wick. The 2 hasn't closed yet, but hasn't really filled the range yet. Or has it? Let me have a look at this 2 zone here. No, I would probably say around there's my 2 zone. Yeah, I would probably say that's my 2. That's my 2 zone. So the 2 hasn't broke out yet, but we haven't printed a bullish either. The 1 closed doji, the previous one, and then if we print bearish here, I would like a 50% wick fill. If we get 50% wick fill, I would probably be interested to buy stop above. Because why did we print doji? There. If we get a close like this, I can see 50% wick fill and then a flip to the upside. That's something I could imagine happening. But if we mark up the 1 zones, let's look at the 1 zones. Quite fit that one.
Thank you.
Not you, Dan. Me. What you
No.
like? What you like? Yeah, so that fits lovely. Like, you know, you've got bottom, bottom, top, top. Yeah, wicks to the area. So this, for me, is quite a strong 1 zone. But then you come straight through here, so a bit of an awful area. You ask me, Dan.
So, as always.
If this 1 can stay bearish, right, like this, let's say this 1 closes like this, and the next one comes down, I think I'd be interested in a back buy or a buy stop above the flip. That would then be not this 2. No, that means this 2 could flip to the upside. Could this 2, is this 2 at a support level though? That's the question. Tricky, tricky. We might need some more candles to print here. So that's two. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. Let's see. One zone there. Got one zone here now. That's the new range. One. Rejected. We haven't flipped yet. But if we can get a 50%. So if this one closes like this, I'll have a wing back buy from this level. Okay. Because what I would expect with the new one then, or what could happen, is the new one could easily come down, fill our wick, wing back buy or buy stop, and then we flip to the upside. A bit like if we look at this one, price comes down, rejects from here, comes back up, then you get a bearish one with a big steep bottom wick, and then the new one taps, flips bullish, and then you start moving back up. So that's what I'd be after really, if we could do that. One zone though, it's going to have to come like that. You'd have to be lower to be there. Because we've already been there. So that would probably be my take partial move to break even, and then I'm expecting to break the highs at that point. Other than that, I can't take sellers until the 4 closes below this level. So if the 4 closes below here, what happens to price? Well, you push down to here. At 4 through, straight through, straight through. 4 top wick through. 4 little top wick through. Back in. Top wick. Flip through. And this one was a fake out. Didn't quite work out. Through. Oh, then these mess about. Not like these ones. No risk free there. Yeah, so I probably would take that if we get a forward close below 25114. Sorry, 4 hour. Yeah, forward close below there. Sells below. Close, yeah. So that's for my sells. Now for my buys, if the one is a good one, because the one can just drive, it can bounce straight off this level, right? And it can bounce straight back up. So if you look at this one, look at that, straight back up with one candle. And we could easily get the fake out with a new one. What I would like to see is if the new one can open up and push down first with no top wick, I'll have a buy stop above the one, anticipating the flip to come up. But you are bearish for the ones. This is the downside. The 2 would still be respected if you close around here. You'd basically be saying that you're expecting the 3 and the 4 to flip back up to the upside. Now, can the 4 flip to the upside? That's the next question. If the answer is yes, then yeah, we can take it. If the answer is no, it's not bouncing off anything, then probably not. Where are we expecting this 4 to go? The previous 4 closed bearish. Retesting this zone. I really don't like that 4, the 1 back up. But then again, look at this one. Close back in, come straight back up. Ooh, yeah, maybe then. We broke above, which we did. It looked like we broke above. You then come back into the zone. You come down to here, wick down to this level. New candle, wick fill, flip to the upside. That's maybe the first rejection. Minutes left of this one. Do we take it, Dan? What's your thoughts, Dan?
Ooh.
Basically, the 4 can flip to the upside. Probability wise, probably 50-50, right? 50-50. Why did we print bearish on the 4 there? We probably need to come and break the lows. But 3 got no top wick. There's no top wick on this 3. 2. And we print a doji there. Then we're bearish. Wick fill, top way. Do we need to come back up? Because the daily can flip to the upside, you see. The daily, if this is a nest play on the daily, then this daily could easily end up something like that. It could probably come up to these levels. Okay. Actually, it could even come up to here, this level. So if we're going to get that, how is it going to look here? I think this might be worth. If we go back to the daily, you see where the dailies go to. So this daily goes to here, so that would be here. But then the next daily comes to this level. That's probably where full TP. Case of do we need to break the low again? That's it. That's what we're saying. And if we need to break the low again, is that because that's the direction we're going? The daily's actually going to come back down, but the daily's still respected. So it is a tricky. I think if the one closes like this and I get a bottom wick. There's a 15-minute with no bottom wick here. So we can either put a wingback buy on there, or because of the probability, we could say, okay, we want price to come to that after this 15, and then we have a buy stop above. Do you know what I mean? So if price does carry on, we're not in.
Right.
We're not in. Because it's weird, because sort of all the time frames are bearish. Even on the 4 is bearish, and the daily's bearish. Everything's bearish. But what? But apart from the weekly, oh no, the weekly is bearish. Everything's bearish. Everything. And I'm talking about buys. Weekly broke out to the downside, right? But I actually think this is going to be a fake out. I think it's going to be a fake out back to the upside to come and break the all-time highs, right? But it's bearish. The daily's bearish, but didn't close back in, so the daily's closed respecting. Okay. The 4 is bearish, but we've now filled the range with this 4 hour. So where can this 4 hour land? So there's a level here where, if I mark this up, this one, I'll put it, see it, close below that, isn't it? Oh, well, maybe we do need to come down again. How do we get in on that though? So the 4's bearish. What's this level? Put this purple, put it big so we know what we're talking about. There's a rejection area here on the 4. Which it looks like we broke below just. So the 4 range now should be coming down to 25118. And then if we bounce off that, then we'll come back up. Sells down. We've missed the move for the sells down. Ah, tricky guys, tricky. We have to just see what this 4 does. That means there'll be an hour left of this 4. So can this 4 drive? So here's the thing, right? This is a really strong zone for the 4. Really strong zone for the 4. Here. So if anything, I can see the 4 coming to close respecting these levels. That's what I can see happening, and then we could get a real big rejection up. So if we got in off maybe the 1, could we just have stops maybe below here or below here, and that'd be safe. If we have it below here, it means the 4 could come down. So if we done something like that, would it be worth getting in? Let's say we got in off the buy in the 1 hour. Let's say we're like that, and our stops were here. Where are we looking to get to? Well, we are looking to get to at least that level, and that's a 3 to 1. I would like tighter stops, but you just know the 4 can come down to there. Or do we wait for the pullback and maybe take a wing back buy here instead? And then it's all on the 4. If the 4 closes below here, we look to get out. If it closes respecting, we're holding because we're expecting to pump back up. This 4 pops through after a top wick. Stops would have to be below that on the wing back buy. Tricky area, guys. It's basically the daily hasn't decided yet which way it's going. Let's see what this hour does, right? If this hour opens up how I like it, if this hour comes down, then I'll take this wing back buy because that's quite a pushing candle on the 1 then. Stops would have to be this level. But this 1 hour, this next 1 hour would have to do it. This 1 hour would have to do it. Tap. And then I would expect to close respecting, we'll be risk free. And then the 4 would then open up at that point, and the 4 would start moving back up. Now, would you take the sells down, you ask? I think the only way I would take sells now is if the 4 closes below this level. Because I would have took this 4. You closed bearish, you had nowhere else to go apart from breaking this low. So that was your advantage point. You got a top wick, sell stop underneath, risk free. But you'd only be targeting this, that's the thing. I'd only be targeting this. If I was in sells now, I would need a forward close below that in order to carry on with the sells. So I think it's how this one closes, whether I get in or not. I would like a bottom wick though. Let me mark this up, so this is the 15. Say we want to pull back needed off the 1. So if the 1 opens up, it comes down to here first, taps, I'll then have a buy stop above for the flip. That's what I'd be interested in. But I don't know where the 4 is going to land. This is the thing. Could you see the 4 like that? Could we see the 4 do that? But if we are going to do that, to be fair, this one came up. I was respected. Let me pop down. Let me flip. So yeah, maybe we could. Maybe we could do. So yeah, that's what I'm after, guys. So stand by because we've got 4 minutes left. So probability wise, it's not the best in regards to the 1. So you've got to see what you're willing to put on. And on this one here, let's say we get the buy stop above after the pullback. Where would stops need to be on this? Well, I would expect as soon as we break a high, we'd be risk free. So wherever the 1, so as we get the pullback, you could probably just have stops below, literally below these levels. But you've got to understand that the 4 can easily come down and close respecting this level. So you'd have to be risk free. So stops would be tight on this one, but on the wing back, I'd be looking at 25041. This wing back's only valid within this hour. Just trying to flip my mind and go, okay, well, what about the sellers down? Sellers down until I get closer below this. If I was taking sellers now, I could probably take sellers down. These are 15-minute advantage point, I suppose. So let's say the new hour opens up and it pushes up first. Could have a sell stop underneath to come down. There's your advantage point, but I'd only be looking at targeting this. I definitely have 90% now. So it's tricky at the moment. Tricky. What we could do to be safe is, if the 1 opens up, push it down first. We could just have our buy stop above, but it's got to push down first. Buy stop above. Then with the new 1, if you are going to break the high, we're probably likely coming back to retest this zone. So that would be the advantage point. Or we go for the swoop entry where we go risk free quick. I think that's probably best. Basically, what I'm saying, guys, is we can reject from here with a 1. We can fake out. I can see a fake out happening. Okay, but also on the higher time frame, the 4, The 4 can flip as well. It's like 50-50 whether the 4 flips to the upside or whether the 4 comes and closes respecting this. That's what we've got. So it's all on how this one opens. I need a pullback to at least this though. Got 30 what can flip, 1 minute 20 left. Why did we close like that with 30? 30 hasn't filled its range yet. Why is the 30 rejecting there? Here's a level here where the 30 closes, bullish, comes back up. But you'd already wicked down to these levels. Had we already wicked down to them levels? Nearly. See, let me mark this up. That is the 30. 30 is technically. There's another 30 there. What's this one? That's where it is there. But where do you come back from the 30 after that? Close, you only pull back to here and then you break the low again. Maybe not, I don't know. I don't know whether I like that now. The way the 30 is closed. Oh look, actually, look at this 30. Quite a lot of contradictions here. I think if I can get a break the lows, I'll have a buy stop above. Yeah, so there's a new one. If I can get this tapped off this 30, best, I'll have a buy stop above. This goes without us. It goes without us. Oh, there he's got no bottom wick, you see.
Yeah.
And then the one would have to flip. It would have to flip in this one. I am interested in this wing back buy though, off this one, but this would have to happen on this one, and then the 4 would have to close respecting. Okay, so stand by. Here we go. 15. Alright. See, this is an advantage point where we could have took the sells down, but you could potentially take. Probably want to steeper top wick, because what I can see happening here, I can see this one closing bullish. How far up, I don't know. It could do that, it could do that, it could do that, but I can see it definitely closing back above this level, and then that there, you create this tiny little structure, then you broke out, and then you fake out. Does it a lot. Come on, give us that steeper bottom wick. Don't be going without us. Tell it, Dan.
Stop.
Stop.
Get back here. Stop.
Okay, let's I'm gonna set an alert on this. Let's have a look at gold again. In gold we had we were unsure on the daily. So the daily is similar. So the daily's closed Nestle on gold, right? Nestle. So this daily, I would be in for buys now if this daily had a bottom wick. So this is a bit tricky because the daily hasn't had a bottom wick. Okay, but you know gold is at the moment, it can do anything and it's not really going off the way it normally moves. It's just obviously people panicking, so it's moving really strangely. So this daily currently, we're on an S play. We should end up bullish, whether it's doji or whether you're big bullish, but I would imagine you're going to get a bottom wick. How steep's the bottom wick? I don't know. and this one could catch you out. You could get in buys now thinking, okay, we're going to carry on, and then daily comes down, gives you a bottom wick, stops you out, and then flips back up. Still got enough time to do that. The 4 had closed doji. Listen, I think that was it on the 1. We were waiting on this 4 to see what this 4 can do. We did close doji on the 4, but it is tapping a level. It's not really the 4 level as such. The 3 hasn't closed yet. The 3 did close respecting. So if we get a 3-hour bearish close now and I get a top wick, I'd be interested in sells coming down, because you're back into this range then. But technically you haven't broke out yet, so that's the 3 range for me. There's respecting. This is all we've got to go off, 2 zones. The other one comes through and these come through to these levels. So if this closes bearish, that's showing that we're respecting this level. Can we get a top wick with a new 3 and then come back down, break the lows? It's a nice price. 2 hour, yeah, and then if we get if the 3 is going to close bearish and the 2, look what's happened here on gold, similar to NAS. You create a little structure, then you close bullish, so I can see this 2 ending up bearish, and then there's your fake out back to the downside. I would want then a top wick and then a flip to come down, but we'd have to wait an hour, another hour for the 2 to close. That would be the 2 close and respecting. This is sort of new range it's forming here. 1 close bearish. What could this 1 do now? The range is a bit skew away from the 1s. Say that's the 1 range there. The 1 broke to the downside, and we've had a top wick. We're getting a wick fill now. Ready close, nest play. No, we probably could have took that. See how this 15 closes, 9 minutes. That would be the 4 coming back. That would be the 3. 3 can flip to the upside at any point. If this 15 can close like this, and I get a top wick, it might have a sell stop underneath to come and fill the next 15-minute range. That's the 15-minute range there for me. 15, top wick, as long as it doesn't drive without us. We really don't want to come and tap this level. This is the next 15-minute zone. If it taps this, it's taking our advantage point away. So we really don't want to tap that. But wait there. Hang on, Dan. Hang on.
I'm hanging on.
Could we get a win back buy if this candle does pop down? Because we haven't technically had the fake out yet. 2, 4. Yes, the 4 could drive down, I suppose. The 3 hasn't closed yet, and the 2 hasn't closed yet. So where's the 2 going to close? We've had nice big pushing candles. The 1 could easily tap this level and reject. You don't tend to drive through. Actually, you do here. Ooh. Okay. If we look at that level on the lower time frame, that 1. Okay, the 30 came from here, down, tap, pull back. Could we maybe take it? If the 15 close below, we'll look to manage risk. Where would stops need to be? Stop need to be below here. Potential second entry here. Really mess about in this range though. 15 back up. It's free. you do this? Why you come fast? Stops will have to be there for me. Really pop through. Big rest away from 15. Turn the cells down. 30's bullish. Didn't close back in the range. Technically nest play on the perfect nest play on the 30. One broke into the lower range. The 2 can flip to the upside at any point. There's still 15 minutes left of it. If the 2 is going to flip, that means this 1 is going to fake out back into the area. And if we're going to do that, then this 1 would have to be the one, does it? So, if the 1 is going to flip, I would expect that with a new 15. So that's what we could do. If this 15 closes like this, and I get a pullback to at least the body, we'll have a sell stop underneath. Okay, we'll have a sell stop underneath to come down. But we're only looking at these levels really for rejection. So, but stops would be fairly tight because you'd only be going off the high of the 15. But if the 15 can close back in, then I'd be in for the buys up because that would be the 1 going to drive because the 2 is going to flip. And the 2 would have to drive up. Yeah. I like that. I like that. I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. Sub 5. I mean, look at the 1 now. This 1 could easily flip here. And if it is going to flip. Because the 1 range, you don't know if you're off this level here, which you broke below, or this level, which you broke below. So either way, you've broke below, but you're anticipating a fake out if you're going to get the fake out. Either that, or you could wait for a 1 hour close above. But you'd need the 1 hour close above these levels. This is interesting. Get some nice movement though. Let's see what this 15 does. So we technically take the sells down and then take the buys up. If this 1 comes down, I am interested in wing back buy, but there is times where you drove straight through. So you reject. There's 2 1 hour candles there. You reject, and on the lower time frames, you still reject from these to a certain level. So we'd have to watch on a lower time frame, but you still should reject. Let me have a look at this on like the 15. It's this one here, so yeah, come straight through that. 11 o'clock, Monday. If the 15 close above here, I'm looking at buys. The 15 closes like this. Did we tap support level? Didn't we? I got a top wick. I'd need a top wick though. Dan? Have you got anything this morning, Dan?
Huh?
You got anything this morning?
No. I woke up late. So,
You woke up late.
so didn't even look at the charts. No, I haven't looked since since last week.
Yeah.
Full step away. So
Yeah, it's sometimes you need to break. You need a break. Like what it is, mate. On Thursday, I mean, I'm around break even for the month. I mean,
yeah,
I am on the stream, but I am on my accounts. Not as if I'm down or nothing, but I took too many losses in February. Like I took 1, 2, I took 3 losses in February.
yeah.
So it just makes me think, you know what? Take a few losses there together. Let's just have a little break and reset. And sometimes you get that. It's hard with streaming though, because you think, well, you need to keep the algorithms going, and the more you're on live, the more you start getting pushed out of people. But
Yeah.
you can't be like that in trading. You've got to know when to step away.
Well, that's it. So wait, I've got my physio at 11:30 today. So
Yeah.
figure out and get ready at some point.
And you're naked again. Watching me. What you like? What you like, Dan?
I just like the freedom. I like the freedom.
Do you still put the aircon on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just under my desk.
Beep. I'm on all week next week. Every day next week. I've nothing on.
I'll see after today what they suggest, and then I'll see if I'm going back to work next week or not.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
No one else.
I don't want to.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Oh, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it's nice, man. Nice and chilled. Just good. Horrible weather, man. Like, it's even raining again today. I've never seen so much rain.
Yeah, it's peeing down up here in Newcastle.
Absolute constant. Absolutely constant. So here's the new 15 here. Now I need 15. What's a 15 doing here? 15. Can this no top weight? Can this 15 flip? Oh my god, this is teasing me. This. This 5 can easily flip to the upside. What about need the cells of the 15 closes back above? 15 closes back above. Do we need to tap the low first, or is this the tap of the low? This 15 is going to come down and flip, right? This 15 will get further down. Have we broke the lows? God, I think I'm going to have a buy stop on here, Swoop entry. It's the 5 flips. Like this.
Mhm.
There's a 15. Where would my stops? This is a swoop entry. I've only. Oh my god, I've missed it. Look at that. See that flip?
Yeah.
Look at that. Fucking missed it. It just click, gone.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that now? That was annoying. Literally just about to put that on. We're gonna have to wait for a bullish 15. Just a bullish 15. We get a bullish 15 bottom wick. But this 15 can actually drive right up to here. Would we take the 5? take a 5. If we get a pullback on this 5, we would be anticipating that the 5 is going to flip though. Sorry, the 15 is going to fake out. What are you doing? Here's a 15-minute minor range. Off this area. Is that close? Okay, let's see what this 5 does, right? If this 5 gives me a steep bottom wick, I might have a wing back buy, a market execute on a come off. So standby stops would just be the low for me. I'd only be I've only $1 risk on it. Okay, stand by, guys, stand by. See what this 3 does. Which is the 5. Yeah. Come on. Okay, I'm going to be in for a buy. I'm in for a buy now. Okay. It's put me in about there, but he's not said it about there. My stops are just a low. I've just got low risk, $100. I'm expecting the 15 to still fake us out to the upside. That's all it is. If this 15 wants to flip and drive down, the idea is probably not on, because that would then be price come to break the lows to these wing back areas. All I'm thinking is we might get a fake out here, which we can reject from here. What you could do if you don't like it, you could just have a buy stop above the 5 if you wanted to. If the 5 closes back into this area like this, yeah, and we get a top wick on the 5, we could just get out at a break even if you wanted to. But yeah, I'm in for a buy on this one. I've actually got, my risk is $120. That's where I'm at. And I'm anticipating what this trade is anticipating the fake out, that's it. 30 closed bullish. Yes, it closed nest play. We haven't closed bearish yet on the 30. If we close bearish on the 30, that's now a double nest play. It's a double nest play here. So we definitely look to get out, right? Because I'd be straight into the sells. But I can actually see this flipping and driving up. On the 1, faking out. On the 2, the 2's currently bullish. We haven't faked out on the 2 yet. 3 is bullish and can flip if it wants to. 4 hasn't printed bearish yet, and technically hasn't filled a range yet on the 4, but yes, it might want a steeper bottom wick. And the downside with the 4, we've already been up here. So how is this 4 going to close? I can see this 4 closing in and around these levels, and if that's the case, then you know we should be all good. So yeah, it's probably on this 15 really. If this 15 closes above here, I would be getting in anywhere for a buy. But this 15 can easily flip to the downside. My get out is if the 5 closes bearish now, probably look to get out with the next 5. Yeah, so it's 2 minutes. We probably need this 5 to flip. So let's see. My entry was a bit shit though, because I literally clicked on it down here and it put me in up here. Got no top wick on the 5 though. Come on, flip 5. Is this the last 5 of the 15? No, so there's still another 5 from what we're there. That means the 5 can close bearish. Okay, so the 5 can actually close bearish back in. You'd have to go off the next 5, but it's up to you whether you, if you didn't like if the 5 closed back in. And I suppose you would have a chance to get out, wouldn't you? Yeah. So the 5 closes like this, and I get a top wick, I'll look to get out. I'll wait for, let's say the next 5 does this, then I'll just get in off that next 5, which is the 15, closing bullish. Seconds. Well, that 5 entry would have been nice, wouldn't it? That flip. That would have been beautiful. Okay, 12 seconds. So the 5's closing. So you've got 1 more minute left of the 15. Sorry, 1 more candle left of the 15. Do we hold? Do we get a top wick? Get out? Okay, guys. Right, I'm going to be. It's like popping, isn't it? Have you noticed? You close bullish on the 3 there. I tell you what, I'm going to move my stops to the low of the 5. We break the low again. Just don't, so I've massively lowered my risk to $60. Yeah, if we come and break that low, not interested. It gives the 5 a chance to, even though we closed bearish on the 5, but we're going off the 15. It gives the 15 time to close above. If the 15 closed above here, I'd be looking at getting in on the trade anyway. But if this 5 can easily flip to the downside. We've got no top wick on this 5, mind. So if this 5 comes up and taps that top wick, what I'd be doing, maybe move my stops even closer. Come on, the 5, get up there. Okay, there we go. $9, 15, 5.
Back negative.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's like really just. It's like glitching. We could really pop up here, you know. I can see it just rocket. But I have moved my stops, guys, because the way the 5's closed. I didn't have a chance to go risk free there. We could probably get stopped down. What did the 1 do? 1 popped up and then flipped. Come on, Barbara. 3 was bearish. There's 3 minutes left of this 3, so this 3 could easily flip. Come on, Barbara. Get up there. We've got a 1. Need a 1 bullish close because we're previously bearish on the previous one. Need a bullish 1 close. Why did we spike up there? Bearish.
Keep going bad.
Keep going bad. It's a nice 1 close this so. Okay, he sort of broke above this level on the 1. But the 3's got no bottom wick. Interesting. I'm only $60 on this now, guys. So $60 to see if we're right. Okay, if we come down and break the lows again, it's probably because we need to come and fill the range down on this level, and the fake out's not going to happen. But we're more off the 15 really. So as long as the 15 can stay bullish, then we probably could be good, really. Yeah, that's all it is, off the 15. All off the 15. Just think with a new 15 though, do we move stops back? Because the next 15 might give you the bottom wick. And then a flip. The thing is, if the 15 print's bullish, and then we're going to fake out, he's staying bearish, wouldn't it? We would have a double misplay. This is interesting, this, guys. This is interesting. Well, how's this 30 going to close? So if this 30 closes like this, we're technically getting a double misplay to come down. So we really need this 30 to close above if our calculations are correct. Oh, they heard me, Dan. They heard me.
Go on. Keep going.
You're up there, sunshine.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Let's see if we close above. Oh my God, yes, Dan. Okay, nice. That's a lovely 30 close. I'm gonna move. So we've had a fake out now. I'm gonna move my stops back. Okay. Give it a bit of a breathing space on the 15. So I'm moving my stops back underneath. We'll go risk free once we break this high. Go risk free here. If you look at so the 30 technically is closed back into the range now, fantastic. And we're coming to break the high. Is that enough of a bottom wick? I guess I would take partial level, which I haven't even sorted out. So we're up $50 now. Obviously I would take partial is here. Partial, guys. Then my full TP. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm gonna go risk free. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna wait for the 5 to close bullish. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Dan. Sorry, Dan.
Alright, I haven't moved yet.
Yeah, I haven't got. I'm gonna wait for the 5 to. I want to see how this 5 closes, because the next 5 might come down and just retest this area. If the 5 closes back in, guys, we are out, right? Because the 5 should not be closing back below that level. If it is, because we're wrong, and it's just a fake out to the upside. Yeah. If you want to take partial, take partial. Do what you need to do. I'm gonna take partial 5058. $90. There is an area here you could reject from, which we might have to take that actually. Come on there, wait. Look at these levels here, these are awful. Okay, I'm going to take some partial now. Modify. Okay, we're up 110. I'm going to take 75% out. Lovely. I'm going to go risk free. There you go. There's the trade. Another win for the stream. 65. Lovely jubbly. Oh, our pullbacks happened, Dan.
On NAS.
has, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we have a look?
Yeah. I'll just go risk-free on Woward.
Yeah, we're now risk-free on gold. Lovely win. The stream. I didn't get that on the trade ideas. We've peaked 58 pips so far. I mean, as in for targets, where do you think targets could be? If you're going off the 4 hour, the target actually, do you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go off the 4 hour, which is up in these levels. So if we go to the 1. There's my full target, guys, here. Full TP is going to be here. We've got flat. We took profit. Yeah. And we took about $80. It's not too bad for the day. 60, 70 quid. And it's only 9:30. So as long as we don't get stopped out, yes, the 4 could easily pull up all the way up to these levels. So yeah, we'll let that rock for now. Let's have a look at NAS. So I'll get on the screen shortly. So we've had that pullback now on. Do we need this pullback again? Why did I want that pullback?
For that hour.
It was a similar situation, wasn't it?
But it didn't. It's not a top wick.
Yeah, it's got a little top wick, hasn't it? Okay, so it's done its pullback. 15's come down. 30. 15. Could you see this 15 flipping? Close below 15, 30. Could this 30 flip? Let me just look left. Is that birds I can hear?
Yeah.
Oh, really? You got your windows open? It's nice eating the birds though, isn't it?
They'll be having a mint time in the rain.
So this 30 could flip, right? It could flip. But we haven't actually filled. Basically, I'm looking at this here, right? We tend to pop down to these levels and then you get the flip. So if I mark this up, did the 30 close respect to this level? Yeah, so the previous 30 is still above that. If we get a 5 close back above this, I might get in for a swoop entry. That would then if 30 doesn't flip. So there's 22 minutes left of this one. But if this one is going to flip and print bullish, that means there's 15 minutes left of it. So this 15, let's say, close it like this. And then could we see the next 15 literally do that? That's what we'd be saying. Could we see that? we look left, I mean, you sort of done it here. If you look at this 15, comes down, taps. There's another area where you could potentially reject from exactly where it's at now. So if the 15 is going to flip now, it's going to flip from here. But I've also got another 2 areas, or another 1 area. It's a lovely 15. Tricky. Maybe it's the 5 close back in. You could take another wing back by here. Guys, I think I'm going to get in on this, you know. It's going to be a swoop entry. New 5's about to close. This piece, this new 15. 5 minutes left of the 15. So if the 15, so you've only got 5 minutes left of the 15 now to flip. So has it got enough time to flip? Maybe the 15's gonna close down there. There's another area here as well. Can we tap that? I think I prefer this zone here. If we could tap that. Stand by, we might have an entry on NAS here. Just keeps pushing. Ooh, God, you are naughty, NAS. 5's closed. If this 5 can pop down first, I'll take an entry. Come on. Come on. The 1 hasn't closed yet. Does the 1 need to? Top wick. I needed that as an advantage point because the 1, if you look at the 1 hasn't broke out yet, right? But you can tend to get a pop all the way down to 25110. What are you doing?
It's a bin man. It's not me.
Bin man.
It's a bin man. Making loads of bloody rackets.
So not this one. And you could pop through as well. Would that be on the 15? No, I think it's 15 land. So we need the 15 to close respecting. So we've got 3 minutes left, right? If the 15 can come and tap this, I'll take it in 3 minutes. But if the 15 closed below, I'll look to get out. And then this wing back would come active. I am interested in this wing back from here. This is on for me. Nice. It's bottom one. But yeah, I think I would have a swoop entry on here as well. This is an area we can reject from. So currently I've got a wing back buy on here, but I really need this 15 to do it. If this 15 doesn't, this 15 has to close respecting here. And if this 15 closes respecting here, and then this would be perfect wing back. This 15 closes respecting this level. New 15 opens or pops down, taps, I'll be in. Okay, so yeah, get ready, Danchaman. too bad. If the 15 closes below, then this would come valid. I'm not interested in the sells until the 4 closes below 25110 in 15 minutes. But here's the thing, right? Look what can happen if the 4 closes respecting this level. Look what can happen. 4 close respecting, straight back up. 4 close respecting, straight back up. 4 close, not at it, but still above it. So we haven't broke below, technically. Straight back up. One thing we have to be careful of. Look at that one. That one closed. It only came to there and then drove through. So we got. Yeah, that's all we've got really. So if the 4 closes respecting at it, we literally could open up and just drive straight back up. Now we did have a potential wing back buy on here where we're rejecting from now, which is typical. But I'd rather wait to see what this 15. Oh, the 15 closed below. Okay, so this is not on for me now. Not on for me now. If the 15 closed below here, what happens to price? Could we get the sells down? 15 closed below, fake out, so no. What if we move this down to here? Spare 4, 15 close, you come and tap. See, we haven't done that now. Close respecting that. This here, Dan. Look at this here, Dan. Pop through the slope, we want this pop. Yeah, so we might not get down to this for a while. We could be on this where we mess about for a bit and then you come down, tap, maybe New York and then go. Oh my god, look at gold. Look at gold. Ready, Dan? Woo! Look at that. Go on, Dan. Okay, so I'm going to move my stop. What did I take on the first one? 67, 70. Guys, I'm going to close out on this. I'm happy with that. I'm out, guys. Gold. I'm out. So we took $223. I'm out. $223. It's 10 to 10. $223, which is about 190 quid just from this trade alone. Fantastic. How did you get on with that, Dan? Dan, are you there? Are you there? Have you gone?
Yeah, I'd be might gone because I've been men with it.
So I've closed out on this, Dan. We've brought the highs now. 3. So we took 183 pips, which is beautiful.
currently at 60 up.
Nice.
That was risking minimal, a lot lower than I thought I was as well.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, it was like 15 quid
yeah.
when it started. So
Well, we're just easing back into it, aren't we?
yeah.
You know, easing back into it. $229, 160 pips. We'll get on the trade ideas, and then NAS. Yeah, NAS is a funny old bugger. Funny old bugger. We still got our wing backs on here, right? So let's quickly get this on the trade ideas. Sorry, trade ideas on the logbook. It's a lovely pop that though, wasn't it?
Was.
So what was my stops? Was it 15? So stops with 35.
45 out.
6. 45 out, yeah.
Yeah.
What time did we get in on it? It's 9:15. Yeah. I think we had $120 risk actually. And then see, so we'll go over this trade shortly, but see this trade, it was a weird one because everything was bearish.
Yeah.
And literally, the way I got in on it was mainly experience, knowing that gold tends to do this where it fakes you out. That's basically what we caught it on, but I'm gonna put down a fake out to the upside. Of the one, profit 229. 33. Take partial. And we took partial 58 pips, didn't we? 58. And I took another 100 pips. Closed full. Anticipate the fake, which you got to be careful when you're anticipating, because you want to act upon what you see, really.
Yeah.
Not what you think might happen. So, and which I always preach. So I've sort of gone against what I preach on this. But I just know what gold does a lot. It fucks you over. And when you've been hurt that much of something, you start to learn when the pain's gonna come, and you counteract it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was a beautiful trade, that, guys. I mean, that pump was sensational. That's what we like. What we could do is, because I'm expecting the 4, so the 4's clean traffic range up to here, technically, right? But if the 4 doesn't get there, what we could do is with a new 4, we get a bottom wick to here. We could have a buy stop on to come up. So another entry, technically, that's what we could look at. Yeah, in 7 minutes. So we'll look at the lower time frame. The only downside, I don't like the 3. So if you look at the 3, there's a little zone here, there's a little zone here. The 3, when you close respecting or you close bearish in and around this level, look what happens with price. You just drop. So that's the only thing I don't like. So I think we really need a steep bottom wick for the 4, which hopefully doesn't take us down with the 3 so we don't get activated. So I can't get a buy stop on off the 4 until the 3 is done a steep bottom wick for us. In case this 3 is going to come right down, we definitely don't want to get caught up in that. But if you look at what the 3 can do, look at that bearish 3, look at that bearish 3, look at the top wick, comes to there. This top wick comes all the way to here. So you might open up and push up first and then flip. But at that point, it took our advantage point away, so we wouldn't be able to touch it. So, and that's in 6 minutes. What about the 2? The only time we've closed in and around these areas on the 2 is here. 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 Left of the 2. Would that be like for the 1? So this is what we anticipated for this trade basically. Remember saying at the start? I can actually see the 1 faking out back in.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what has happened. And this trade, it wasn't really a setup as such. It was more of a just experience. But if you think about the 5, what we were going to get in on, Dan, it's sort of weirdly good that we didn't get in on that 5. I'll tell you why. Because if we got in on that 5 and then you pushed up to here, you probably would have went risk free. You would have been stopped and then went. So yeah, the universe is looking out for us today, so that's worked out a bit. So with the 4s, what I'd be after now is, I think if these wing backs are not on now, okay, because we're printing bullish on the 4. They were only on if you came down on that 1 hour, if you remember me saying.
Yeah.
So I think what I would like to see now, this trade's done with. This might as well go because I didn't even put on the trade ideas. So what I would need to see is a pullback. I need a pullback. So that's the 4. You would have broke out on the 4. So you need a pullback to previous support, which is here. Be too close for the 3. Because let's say, for example, the 4 closes like this, and then the new 4 gives you that pullback. There's still enough room to come up, tap, activate you to then take you down on the 3. Because if you look at the 3, if the 3 closes like this, you could even open up, which is also the 4, come down first, there's your pullback, you have a buy stop above, 3 comes up, it does its pullback on the 3, and then flips. So we've got a bit of contradiction with the 3 and the 4. The 4's breaking out to the upside, and the 3's closing and respecting. Probably it's a pretty strong zone. But then if you take into consideration, well, the 3 comes up anyway, so it doesn't matter. It only matters if the 3 comes up, activates us, and then takes us down first. So really, I really didn't want this 3 to close bearish. I wanted it to close above here, and that would give everything I want to see. Let's just go down a time frame. The other option is you have got an advantage point now. We get a buy stop above, but stops would be massive if you just had a buy stop above. Because I don't think you're going to do this and then mess about. I think you're literally going to break the high and you're just going to pop straight through. I don't think we'll mess about. Worth leaving it. We've already took $229 from it. Steep bottom wick here, it's the only way I'm getting in. The only way I'm getting in on this 4 is this. I get a steep bottom wick to the body, and I just see that. 3, 2. Let's have a 1. If I get a bottom wick to this, I'll then have a buy stop off the 4. But I won't touch it, otherwise I get a bottom wick to that. What time is it now? 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Yeah. I think the contradiction is too big with the 3. So if we get a bottom wick to this, I've set an alert, and let's say we pop down, which is the 4, we can then just have a buy stop above the 4. Hopefully this is what will happen. 3 will open up, all give you a little top wick, and the 3 will come down, tap, and then the 3 and the 4 flip to come up. Okay, so that's what we'll wait on that. The 4, because the 4's broke out now, a lovely breakout. There's nowhere else to go apart from these levels. Yeah, tell you what, if you break above there, you could be absolute flying. And let me just go back to NAS because we're getting close on that, aren't we? So it's round that wingback area we had on. 15's flip now. You could have grabbed something, but still. So this is good, it's coming back down. I think I like... Oh, no bottom wick. No bottom wick and no top wick. If this one can come down to here, I'm in. Straight down. Come on. This is perfect wing back. Right? Well, perfect wing back is where, let's say this one closed respecting here, a zone. So the one respects, then it closes no bottom wick, and then a new one opens, no top wick, pops down first, activates you, and comes up. So stand by, we might be in here. Stops would be 25049. Come on. Come on, baby. No top way on the 15. This will be lovely. Come on. Come on. Come on. See, you might reject from these levels, but I can't take that. I've got to hit this. And then what we want, what we're looking for is a 15 back above here. That's what we're aiming for. So if this 15 can come down, tap, and then flip, close above, we're in the money. We're in the money. Ooh, stand by. Okay, I am in for a buy on NAS. Stops at 25049. 25049. Risk on here. 2.5.
I have put no risk whatsoever.
I've changed it. $117 in.
I made a mistake.
Well, I'll put my gold lot size in. So.
Well, that's what I was on gold as well. That's what I've done.
Yeah.
So it's $1.
Okay, so I'm in on this. Now, if you come straight through, we're just wrong. But yeah, I'm looking at a rejection here. The one looks lovely. You've got no top wick and no bottom wick. It's just a case of can we reject from here. If we're going to drive straight through, which we can drive straight through if we look left, here, you can come straight through. Then obviously it's just not our trade. We're still up for the day, but another one here. But I am anticipating a rejection from this area. It is a rejection area, and the way we've opened, no top wick and no bottom wick, it's like perfect mondo. Once the one flips bullish and it gives a top wick, we'll go risk free from there. But yeah, it's just a case of how steep's the bottom wick basically. That's it. So yeah, I'm in on NAS. I'm only $100 risk on it. It's a bit low actually. That is that one. That is that one. My MT4 is different too. You trading with 11 minutes left. Come on, don't stop us out on the 15. Come on, pull back. Ooh, 15's got no top wick. So even if you, for me, right, even if you want to drive down, you're probably going to have to come back to this level, even if you want to drive down. But it's just a case of how much you're going to pop before you come back to this level. And then if you want to drive down, you drive down, or you anticipate the fake out. That's it. Come on, we need a 5 close and then straight back up with a new 5. That's what we're after. 30 seconds left. Don't you dare. Come on, 30 seconds. Straight back up. So what you'll find what happens with wingbacks is you'll tend to then get the rejection with a new candle open. That's what you'll tend to get. So as long as you avoid the pushing candle getting stopped, the next one you then got a chance to get your top wick, you know. So this should come straight back up. If we're right, our analysis is correct, we should come straight back up on this 5. And if we're wrong, then we'll probably come straight through and it stops. See, it is what it is. We live to fight another day. We live to trade another day. Don't break the low. There's the bottom wick on the 5. That's what we wanted. No top wick yet on the 5. Can we come up now? So this would be my go risk free zone. Okay, we're flipping on the 5. Can we drive back up on the 5? Right, I'm gonna go and make a brew. Okay, and when I come back, this better be up there, Dan. Right? Better be up there. I'm gonna go make a brew. I'll be back shortly, guys. Are we looking done?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, it looks like it's running out of steam though, which is nice. So that extra 5 claws, you know, why didn't we break the laws?
Driving more. Yeah.
So it's stalling, which is nice. Welcome guys, if you're watching on TikTok, if you head over to YouTube, okay, that's why I'm trading. You can see my chart, see the money we make, and we've made $229 this morning. We're currently in another trade with $10 up. If you like and subscribe to the channel, I'm giving away instant funded account once I hit 100 subscribers. Okay, they're all brand new channels, so I'm trying to get the followers up. The link to the YouTube should be in the descriptions. And, get the heating on, Danny.
Yeah.
Come on. I've got like a dry robe on my chair where, you know, I can sort of wrap around me, but it's like tied on so it doesn't slip in. But it's just freezing all the time, mate. I just can't get warm.
Not good at the minute. Not good at the minute. And I think we've got snow forecast for the end of the week.
Yeah.
Up here. Whether or not it happens, but
Yeah, it
still.
needs to calm down. Make gold. Oh, gold is like the 4 closed on gold. Opened up, shot up. So yeah. Lovely trade on gold though. Beautiful. It's a case of can we flip on this 4? So the 4's got no bottom wick, right? And the 4 has close respect in this level. So if we flip on the 4, we could really be on in the money. If our calculations are correct, Dan.
God, I hope so.
I don't think we'll actually pull back until the 15 closes, which is an hour and 30. So as long as we can avoid getting stopped on this 15, then it'll be good. It'll be good. Did you watch Mass last night?
I caught bits of it.
Do you know what?
Good result.
Tell you what.
Huh?
Best game Alanga's done. Best performance I've seen so far from him. He was just doing what wingers should do, just feed the box. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever he could cross it, he was crossing into the box, which was nice. Willick played well, Ramsey played well, which was good to see. Yeah, it could have been more.
Probably injured.
Yeah. Well, I think he was knackered, me.
Yeah. So
I think
it might just be severe cramp or something, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Stops are right here. I think nice stop. Nice stop on the MT4. It's like here. My stop on MT4 is there, and that's 100. Don't adjust them if you can. That's what I've got on stop. Okay, so he's a new 15 now. So what we're anticipating now is a close straight back up. That's it. That's what we're after. If we're wrong, then this 15 should flip and just drive down. Technically, yeah. But yeah, I'm after the fake out on the 15. So let's see what happens. You've got no top or bottom wick here, so I would imagine even if you want to drive down, you're probably going to have to come back to this point, even if you want to drive down, because that would be a break, then a retest. So this is where we'd go risk free, and then obviously the flip to come down if that's what's going to happen. But I can see the hour flipping back up. I can see the hour flipping to the upside and staying bullish. I can actually see the hour doing this. This would be a fake out back end. So we will see. Let us see. Let us see on the hour. Yeah, so it was a game we sort of had to win.
Yeah.
Because
After
now
losing at Brentford against Brentford, that was.
yeah, big OB to the downside, Muggy FX. I like it. I like the name, Muggy FX. Yeah, he's a big OB down here. I used to trade OB. The OB method was the first method I got profitable on. So there is an OB here, yes, you're right. And that would come through to our stops, unfortunately. But I'm anticipating the fake out. That's what I'm after, the fake out. So it is sort of, well, that is a good target to aim for if you were coming down there. But yeah, man. Yeah, so if I get up the
Keeps us in 10th.
yeah, but there's still a few games left.
Yeah.
You know, there's still enough games left. But the thing is, we've got to click on now. We've got to be clicking on now. And did you see that guy who's been growing his hair until Man U win? So and they drew last night, didn't they? So he has to start again.
Spurs have sacked Frank.
Have they?
Yeah.
I think they needed to, mate. They were terrible. There was no movement in the. It's like they were like 2 men down. It was weird. Like nobody wanted the ball. But yeah, so 36. Fifth 44. So it's doable. Like it is doable. But we've got to click on from here.
Yeah.
And who have we got next? We got City next, is it?
Oof.
Yeah. Forest, Wolves, Villa, City. That'll be a good game. Sunderland v Liverpool, you know. Be a good game to watch that. Yeah,
So
we've got
goal to win.
We've got City at their place.
Ooh.
Yeah. Awful, man. We've had an awful run of games. And then we've got Man United at home.
And our place or their place?
Our place. And then we're at home to Sunderland, 22nd of March. That'll be good. 12 o'clock kickoff as well. Okay. Oh, nice. 15. As long as the 15 doesn't flip. 5's looking good. Sometimes the so you're not out of it yet. Sometimes the 5s will just print bullish, and then you'll get one random 5 that does that. Okay. So it's just on. I would just sort of watch it on the hour. If the hour closes below, right? The hour closes below. That's where we can look to manage risk, whether we go risk free or we get out after a top wick and maybe grab some profit. But even if the hour closes below here, I would still expect the next hour, if it wants to drive down, to come and tap this level before flipping.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, you should be coming back up to that level anyway. But can the hour flip? Because if we look left, right? If we look left, our hour is closed here, right? If you look at this hour's closed similar. But look where the wick came to. The wick came as low as here. Look where our wicks came to.
Yeah.
And then look what then closed, bearish, and then flipped up to the upside. So yeah, I can really see this hour flipping to the upside. We've got 39 minutes. I might need the 30 minute to close, and then the next 30, then that then initiates the move to come back up. So yeah, I'm still happy with this. And this is a trade I'd get in, even if I hit stops now, I'd still get in this trade tomorrow or the day after. Yeah. So for the month now, guys, we're now off. So 50k account we're on. Prop firm accounts, right? So it's based on if you took every trade with us on stream, these are the numbers you'd be coming up with on a 50k account. Nothing comes on this logbook without its own YouTube link where we've taken it on stream. Okay, and at the moment, and a lot of people don't understand this because they think they want to make 10-20% a month and things like that. The top 1% of traders in the world, they only make between 1 and 3%, but the difference is they make it every month between 1 and 3%, right? So it's not about upping the percentage you make each month, it's about upping your capital. That's what it is. So our stats so far on stream, we started streaming on September when I start my own brand. We're up 1% in September, up over 3% October, up 0.5% November. It's not the best of months, but we're still profitable. December, up just shy of 4%. January was a fantastic month, up over, 4.5%. We're up. And then February, I won't lie, February's been difficult. We took a few losses in February. I actually had 3 losses. Oh, yeah, I mean, this is technically a break even, but I'll put it down as a loss. So 3 losses we've had in February, but we're now back in profit for February, which is nice, 0.5%. Plus we've got a trade on now, which looks like it's going our way. So yeah, lovely guys. It's just a case of, can the one flip? Can the one flip? And I don't actually think, I think the 30 will be the one, you know. So I think the new 30, we could easily get something like that. But I'm still going to be going risk-free once we tap this level. And if you want to take profit, you can do. I'm only $100. I'm very low risk on this trade. We were low risk on the gold trade we had a minute ago. And if you watch the recording back, look at the gold trade. We took 180 pips from gold. I was only $120 risk goes on that. So very low risk. $120 on a 50k account is, Dan, help me with the maths.
Huh? What?
0.5% risk is $250. Right? 0.5% risk, so it must be 0.2%. 0.2% risk we had. Which is nishka mushka.
Nothing. Negligible.
Exactly.
All this flying now.
Is it? Have a look. Look at that. Yeah, this is the thing with the 4. It's the 3 put me off. Oh, the 3 closed.
Yeah.
That's it. No bottom wick. This could flip to the downside,
Yeah.
but I don't think it will, because we're quite clean traffic up to the 4-hour zone, which is here. But I mean, look at our entry down on this. I mean, where did we get in here actually? Because we were going in for the 5 at first, weren't we?
Yeah.
Our 5 was here. And our stops were here. And our full TP was off this level, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was off the 4 highs, I think.
So I think we would have hit full TP. No, we wouldn't, not yet. So that was our gold trade this morning, guys. And I closed full literally about here. That was our trade this morning. Yeah. I really touch gold now. So that might be it for the day on gold. What's Dan's doing? That's not ready yet. The new 30 is going to open up in 4 minutes. Yeah. Once the 1 gives us a top wick, I'll go risk free. the new one, even if this one closes like this actually, the new one can easily open up with no bottom wick and literally do that. Because if we look left, you had a bearish one, and then you had a small bearish one with a steep bottom wick. Okay, there's your bearish one. Then you've had a steep bottom wick and another close of a bearish one. If we close bearish, you've got an advantage point where you've got no top wick and no bottom wick. But look what the new one done. Opened up, no bottom wick, and just drove up. That wasn't even news, that was early in the morning. So we could literally just open up with the new one and just absolutely drive up. I think what I would do is, if the one did close like this, I'd move my stops to the low. You shouldn't break the low again. If you break the low again, that's probably because we're wrong. It doesn't look like you come and break these lows again. And you tap, pull away, tap, pull away. Yeah, we could probably do it now, to be honest with you. Lower the risk. Let me have a look at these other 15. I think after a bottom wick on the 15, we can move stops to the low. Yeah, we could really drive up here. I mean, this would be a 3.5 to 1. $100 risk. $100 risk to make 3. Could we go further than that? There's the question. Where's the daily? So the daily's bearish, but we're thinking the daily's nest play. So we actually think the daily's closed nest play. So this daily could easily bottom wick and then flip to the upside. And the dailies could come as far within today. You literally could get up there actually on the daily. That's where we could get on the today. And the reason being is this. Look at this one. That one. This one only came to here. This one came to there. So yeah, we could get all the way as 25611 levels today. If we're gonna flip. And we're only going off that the daily's nest play, that's it really. And obviously the lower time frame is giving us indications as well. And new 30 is going to open in 1 minute. So if the new 30 pop, I'm going to go risk free. Ideally what we want from the new 30, you might not want it, but we want the new 30 to open up and push down first. Even into a bit of drawdown, just come and test this wick for me, and then a flip to come up advantage point. Because what you might get is the new 30 might open up, take the advantage point, we go risk free, then the 30 might need a steep bottom wick, or at least 50% of the wick fill, and then flip back up, and at that point you're out at break even. If we go left and look at these 30s though, I think we should look at these 30s. Look, so this 30 closed bearish, and then the new 30 came and broke the low, and then the new hour. So yeah, this 30 could easily do this, come down, break the low, pull back, close bearish still, okay, but then we would be expecting this with the new 30, and that would be looking at this level, 30 straight back up. So in a weird way, we don't want this 30 to tap our go risk free yet, because I'd have to go risk free, then we'd get stopped. So this is perfect what's happening. 30's opened up, no top wick really, not much of a top wick anyway. Come down, create as a bottom wick, and then flip to the upside. we're up $56 so far. 15, yeah, so he's the bottom wick. So what I'll do is, this 15, when it's given us a bottom wick, as it flips, we can maybe move our stops to the low. But then that would be the 30, that wouldn't give chance for the 30 to come and have a bottom wick, would it? So we might, that might not work, so we might leave it. Leave it there. 30 minutes left of the hour. It's the new hour what's technically going to move it, I would say. That's another 30 minutes, so then yeah, I can see this closing bearish. I can see this 30 closing bearish after a bottom wick. We'll see. We're looking good though so far. We're either right or wrong, and what will happen, Dan.
Will happen.
It's already
no doubt about that.
It's already set out for us what's going to happen. It's already set out. There's nothing we can do to change it.
It's all set out. All-time highs.
Yeah, just for us.
Just for us.
Tell you what though, I mean, our target on this, it's not here, you know, it's off the daily. The daily could end up at 25611.
So as long as we can stay in it.
That would be 11 to 1 now.
And then carry it on tomorrow. Little bottom wick.
Yeah.
And then straight up.
Yeah.
No looking back. Right, I'm gonna have to
jump
in the shower.
Yeah, no worries, man.
What time are you staying on till?
I won't be on much longer, really.
Yeah.
Probably till 11.
Nice. Well, I'll just I'll mute myself.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'll be on till 11. I just want to see how the candle opens.
Yeah.
On the lower time frames, and then because I think we can get a real fast pop up if we look left. This is the one we're looking at. So that's a 30-minute candle. Let's go down to the 15, see what looks like on the 15. So, and you close bullish there. So yeah, we can get a real nice pop up on the 15.
Yeah.
The first 15 as it opens.
Right, well, good luck.
Yeah, I will catch you. Look at that 5, damn. But yeah. So yeah, I'll probably be on to about 11, mate.
No worries, mate. If I'm back in time.
No worries, geezer. If not, I'll see you tomorrow.
Exactly. No worries, mate. Have a good day. If not.
You too, mate. Catch you later.
Yeah, mate.
How are you doing? Is it Muggy FX? Is it you still on? How are you doing, mate? Oh, tricks. Yeah, I don't actually think this is going to drive until the new hour, guys, which is at 11. So, if you've got any questions, drop them in the chats. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to YouTube and you can see the charts I'm trading. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm giving away a instant funded account once I hit 100. I'm going to do some admin while I wait. I'm going to do some admin, but if you need us, give me a shout. So yeah, so this is what we want. We want this bottom wick on the 30. This is fine because you've got advantage point. There's still a reason you've got to come back up. Even if you want to drive down, I would imagine you've got to come back to them levels. I wish I could play a better music for these guys, but copyright's a nightmare. Like, is this the flip on the 30? Flip. It's just not moving, are we? It's not a bad thing though. It shows that I just wants to do something, but it's getting ready for it. It's waiting for that hour. 4 minutes to the first 15. Looks a miss a good trade. I looked miss a good trade. Yeah. There's you missed goal. Goal was a fantastic trade this morning. You can see it's absolutely flying up now, which has smashed our TP. That was a 14-1 that trade. So that was really nice. I mean, I closed both here. So yeah, nice 14-1 on that one. I took $229. So it wasn't much. Low risk. This is the thing. Low risk. Just because where the markets are, it's all about probability. What's the probability? You work out the probability of it happening. How many times it happened before? The more times the same things happened, the higher the probability. And then you go, okay, with the probability, let's say it's 70% probable that's going to play out. What am I willing to risk on it? And then you work out your risk from there. So I don't really do like a set risk. A lot of people teach, always risk 0.5%, 1%. I don't like to do that. I like to work out the probability and go, okay, if it's low probability, what am I willing to risk to see if I'm right? Well, if it's a high risk to reward, like a 14-1, I don't mind putting $50 on. $50 on a 50k account is nothing, but 14-1, the return on that, is quite high. So it's all about probability. That's what I teach basically. I hope that makes sense, mate. So wish I could put tunes on myself. I could listen to my own tunes. Welcome if you're watching on TikTok, guys. Like I said, head over to YouTube if you want to see the charts and what I'm trading. I trade gold, NAS100 and EURUSD. Okay, and we're just waiting for this trade to sort of play out. I'll be on till at least 11 anyway. At least 11, so at least another 15 minutes I'll be on for. I'm on every day from 8 AM for London session. Okay, I wasn't on Monday, Tuesday, but the rest of this week and all next week I'll be on 8 AM every morning. So if this plays out, I think the way it's going to play out is the new hour. I reckon the new hour could easily just open up and just really bomb it up. Okay, that's what I can see sort of happening with the new hour. So as long as we don't come down, create a steep bottom wake, then we should be all good. There's still 13 minutes left of this 30. This is what we wanted on the 30. We wanted this 30 to cut. This 30 can even break the low one more time, right, and then close bearish. That's what can happen. and then the new one is the one what drives up. So yeah, everything what's happening now, and it's not driving up, this is normal, this is what we're expecting. So as long as we can avoid that bottom wick, then we should be all good. Come on, a new one. 9 minutes, guys. XAUUSD is a blue as it dropped. Oh, yeah. And here's the thing, the daily, right? The daily can go anywhere because we've had a nest play. So what a nest play is for me, right, Muggy, is, let's say, this is what a nest play is for me, right? So let's say you've got your zones. You've got your big zones. You've identified your support and resistance zones, and then you've got candles, obviously, you know, coming up, bullish ones. Okay. Then you break out of a zone. So then what zone are you in now? Well, you're in the next zone. So the way price moves, it obviously bounces in between support and resistance, comes through, until it breaks out. You have to act upon what we see. So how do we identify if price is going to break out and go into the next zone or not? Here. Well, the way we do it is one candle will print out, next candle, bottom wick, tap, and then flip to fill the range. But sometimes you can get a bearish candle here. You get a bearish candle here like this, and it's still respecting this level. If it had closed like that, we technically would have had a fake out, and we're still in this range between here and here. Therefore, we should be coming down. But if that candle closes like that, we're technically still in between here and here, and we should be coming up. Yeah, and what tends to happen is the new candle opens up, gives you the bottom wick, and then flips, and that can sort of drive through. That's exactly what's happened on the daily. So that whole area here is an S play. Alright, hope that makes sense to you. It's all on this 1 hour. What is this 1 hour doing? 5 minutes left for the one. Is the one's either going to pop up or it's going to pop down. Very, very interesting. Oh, there's a flip back up here. Derek, how are we doing, buddy? Come on, can we flip and try? New hour in 3 minutes, guys. That's when we're expecting price to really drive up. risk free yet though. Not risk free. There we go. Okay, so let's go back. So we're $100 up on NAS. The new hour's about to open up, which it's just done. We closed bullish on the one. We've now took the advantage point away. 30s closed heavily bullish. Got the advantage point. Okay, I'm now going to bring my stops to the low of this 15. 15. I'm going to take a partial. Take about $80, I think it is. Okay. So stops, I'm going to be risk free actually now that I've took a partial. I've took another $66 out, so we're $292 up for today. Okay, here's the trades we've took. 229. This was, could I put the bloody too high of a lot size in? I put a bloody 5 lot on. And then we took $66 out, and we'll let the rest rock. We'll let the rest rock. Okay, so that's another win for the stream. So we're on 66 wins. 66 wins, 10 break evens, and 19 losses. I'll get this onto the logbook once we finish. Let's see where this ends up. Yeah, lovely guys. That's it. That's me done. I'm not going to stay on. I'm going to love yous and leave yous. We had two fantastic trades today. We had just to go over our session for today. We had a 14.6 to 1 on gold, which is fantastic. TP's hit. And then we are now in a NAS trade, which we are now risk free. And this potentially also is, if I move the stops back where they were, we are risk free now. So this is a 10 to 1, 11 to 1, say, if we're correct. Okay, as long as we don't get stopped to break even, another 10 to 1. So fantastic day. That's me done. I'll be back on tomorrow, 8 AM. I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Thanks for joining. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see yous tomorrow. See you later, guys. Bye bye. TikTok, thanks for joining. If you want, head over to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. I'm going to give away a instant discount to 800 subscribers. And yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow, 8 AM for the session. So, the shy of 30 is always so far.